Welcome to Boxing TLDR. This is the Monday Morning Cornerman for Monday, June 24th, 2019. If you've been watching these Monday morning videos and you want to get them every Monday, please subscribe to the channel, Boxing TLDR. That's what we're doing this show every Monday. And we're also doing our podcast in our video form there. You can also follow on your favorite podcasting app. All right, so we just had the big anticipated bare knuckle fight, which had much coverage on Boxing TLDR in the newsletter that our subscribers on our newsletter read, and we had an article up on the blog on boxingtldr.com. But the fight finally came, and there's plenty of memes going around in the boxing world, and they're funny, and people want to say, did Paulie Malignaggi let the boxing world down? I don't quite think so, honestly. We kind of saw it play out in the way that Paulie Malignaggi maybe isn't made for bare knuckle, and I don't think that this damages his boxing reputation. I don't really think it damages Paulie's reputation that bad. If you listen to the way I have the breakdown, I'd like to give my take. All right, so round one, I give this round to Artem. Honestly, there's very little score here. Paulie really wasn't doing anything. He was kind of figuring him out in a boxing match where you're fighting a 10 round or 12 round fight. These types of rounds are kind of a feel out round, and I think Paulie was doing that. Artem had a little bit of offense, and that's why I'm scoring it for Artem in that first round. Round two, Paulie's much more of a technician. He owns this round. He starts to control him like the boxer that he is. He works him around a little bit, setting up the jab, and at one particular moment, he lands a great right hand.
Looking for the entry, looking for the sustain.
Round two goes to Paulie Malignaggi, in my opinion. In the post-fight, we see Paulie Malignaggi mention he believes he broke his hand, and I'm not quite sure, but perhaps it is this right hand at this moment that the breakage happens. So far, I scored round one for Artem Lobov, round two for Paulie Malignaggi. Here we go, round three. In this round, Paulie Malignaggi is controlling a lot more. Problem is he can't use his right hand. You see him using a lot of left hooks, stepping around, moving into his left, a lot more jabbing, and using feints to keep Artem off. It still quite honestly is Paulie's round. So round number three, I give to Paulie Malignaggi once again. Round four. By this round, you see Paulie definitely gets cut by a solid punch from Artem Lobov, and this is where the tide started to turn. I think Artem Lobov wins this round. Paulie's moving great, but the only problem is he doesn't have right hand to work with anymore. He can slide back, but what do the judges see that as? That's obviously the aggression going to Artem. And Artem earlier had been basically trying to rush in a couple of times, and he got picked off a bit. But in round four, you can look at all those earlier times where he's running in as almost those failed attempts of rushing in kind of work as an investment that he can now cash in on in round four, because those are essentially feints that Paulie no longer has an answer to, and then Artem comes in with a looping right hand or just a bigger shot. Round four goes to Artem Lobov. So going into round five, for me it's a tied match. This is Artem's round. He's much more the aggressor. He wins this round. At the end of the day, I think the judges get this fight right. But I do know that all of the judges scored it unanimously at 48-47, which is the score I would have given this fight as well, because I see it as a 3-2, as well as the judges did. This is a proxy war for Paulie Malignaggi wanting to beat up Lobov and then eventually getting a shot at Conor McGregor, possibly in a bare knuckle bout. That's essentially off the table at this point. There's really no reason for it, and it's big thanks for this promotion. We'll see what they do next. They obviously probably had their biggest numbers in this last fight, at least the most media attention, and I saw they were advertising for bare knuckle. BKFC number 7 is in August, so we'll see what that happens, and maybe we'll cover it on this channel too. In episode 20 of the Boxed In podcast, I briefly mentioned some of the other upcoming fights that are happening, and one that I wanted to touch on was Tyrone McKenna versus Dara Foley, and this was a clash of two Irish fighters fighting in Belfast, and the Intercontinental Junior Welterweight title was on the line, and congrats to Tyrone McKenna for winning the fight. It was great seeing these two lads enjoying a pint together afterwards. In the fight between Andrew Cancio versus Albert Machado. Turns out the first fight in February wasn't a fluke. Andrew Cancio once again knocks him out with a body shot. And that's it for this episode of the Monday Morning Cornerman. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the Boxed In podcast on either your iTunes or Spotify, or if you prefer video, you can follow it on this channel here at Boxing TLDR. The blog is boxingtldr.com. That's boxing, too long, didn't read. Every week I give you the World of Boxing in a bite-sized Friday newsletter. So if you want to read that newsletter and be more informed and have a fun view at the World of Boxing, you can go to boxingtldr.com/subscribe. Thank you, and I'll see you again next week.